Okay, so we're going to talk about how continuity and differentiability are related. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to look inside this box first here. We got f of x, and we're going to figure out if f of x is continuous at x equals 2. So first we're going to do this part where we sketch the graph. It says from your graphing calculator. I guess we can do that. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we go to our graphing calculator. We have the square root of x squared minus 4. Woo! That's kind of pretty. Did you graph it yet? Yeah, graph it. It's kind of...
Oh, yeah, I haven't graphed it.
Oh, can I have a calculator?
Where's your calculator?
I left it on my desk.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can.
Whoa, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's kind of funky,
It's like
huh?
a butterfly
Uh-huh.
without the body.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna grab it right
Okay, now it looks like it doesn't touch the x-axis,
there. It skips it.
but it does.
Why?
Because if you plug in 2 here, 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, and you can take the square root of 0. Right?
What would that be? 0?
Yeah, so it actually does touch right here and right here. It doesn't look like it does because there's just not a pixel that happens to be right there.
Why does it touch it negative, plus or minus?
Well, if I plug in, say, like -1, I would get 1 minus 4, which is -3. And if you try to take the square root of a negative,
It breaks.
yeah, and it broke. It broke the graph into 2 parts. All right, so I'm going to plug in, try to find something that comes out nice. None of them do. So no.
4.
Well, if I plug in 4, I get 6. I get the square root of 12,
Okay, I did it right. I just didn't think about it. What if we did...
which is about
How do I make
3.4.
You made 9. What?
Well, I don't have that far on this graph.
I was like, wait.
So it's here-ish.
You're like a line feature or something.
That one looks, this is supposed to be more curved. Sorry. So it basically looks like that. And we just got it from our picture. So it makes sense that the graph is all above the x-axis because when you take the square root of a number, it's always going to be positive.
Hey, it's a square root.
And it makes sense, like we said a minute ago, that this inside here is not included because if you try to plug in one of those numbers, you'll be taking the square root of a negative. So that makes sense too. So based on this graph, Lord. On this graph, if f of x, it says if, it should be is, f of x continuous at x equals 2, explain your reasoning.
Are you recording now?
Yes, I am recording. Maybe. Let's see. So, remember we have 3 steps to figure out if something is continuous.
Yeah.
1 is that
I forgot. What's the point?
f of 2 exists.
Is equal to 0.
It is, yeah. F of 2 is equal to 0. So, yeah, it
The
works.
limits have to be equal.
Then, you're right, good. Limit as x approaches 2 from the left of f of x is 0.
I am on the other side. No, it's not. They don't touch each other. I think you're just bad.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, they can't.
I was thinking -2. Sorry.
Yeah.
2 from the left of f of x. There is nothing from the left.
Yeah, I was like, it doesn't matter. Wait, shouldn't continue. It's not continuous.
I know, but we need to go through these things so that we remember. And the answer is, this is explaining your reasoning.
I wish people just understood math so they didn't have to do this. You made the math. That is true.
So f of x is not continuous at x equals 2. That's because there's no limit there. You're right, because those two things don't touch, basically.
What's the third part of it?
The third one is that the limit and f of 2 have to be the same.
Oh, everything is.
So if the limit did exist, it would have to be 0. It would have to equal f of 2. Then we're going to find the value of f prime of 2 to determine if it's differentiable at x equals 2. So we know that f of x equals x squared minus 4 to the 1/2.
Can we plug this into the calculator since we have a value?
I think we can do this by hand. 1/2 x squared minus 4, negative 1/2 times, because we've got to do a chain roll.
Dang it. 2x. Wait, yeah.
Yep. 1/2 and 2 cancel. So you get x over the square root of x squared minus 4. And you plug in dose. Yep.
2 over 0 is 0.
What?
Is undefined.
Yeah. When 0 is under the line, it's undefined.
I didn't know that. I think we talked about that before. Probably.
F of x is not differentiable.
What does that word mean?
You can't take the derivative of it. If you look at the graph, you try to draw a tangent line to it at this point. I can't really because there's no other side of it. I don't know what direction it's going in. Can I draw it this way? Can I draw it this way? Can I?
I can draw like 4 different.
You're right. There's just issues. So.
I thought of the same song.
What was the song?
The song Issues.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Me too. The graph has issues and I know.
You're in the right class for issues.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And it's a class we didn't even have to take. Correct. Because I'm pretty sure all of us already have 4. This is our 5th, but we're here. Feel glad. So happy. I'm making myself struggle for you when I don't need it.
If it's any consolation, I make myself struggle for you too.
That you need it.
No, that's no consolation.
Because you were required. There are 2 different struggles, and I think ours is harder. You were required to struggle. I am not.
You get paid to struggle.
I get paid to struggle.
That is true.
Not enough.
We're just
Okay.
here. Well, Mr. Biden wants to raise your paycheck, so there you go.
Well,
Mr. Biden.
And
not
also the
president
taxes. So
consider the functions f of x equals blah. Answer the questions that follow. So first, let's graph it. And it says you can do it on your calculator.
We're still paying taxes.
Graph it.
Oh, yeah. No, we
I
don't
hear
have to pay them. We're still talking about it.
Yeah, check my yard taxes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And if you want your window to match this graph, you could change the window from negative 5
make a fraction?
to 5.
Divide.
Alpha y equals.
Oh, yeah. When you say to put the window as?
You can set it the same as this grid.
This one's
So
gonna
negative 5 to 5.
have a horizontal thing, but without it being actually.
Okay. So like
Then what do I press after that?
graph.
Just press graph.
Don't
Yes.
click enter.
Or zoom 6.
Yeah. I'll click anything.
This one's funny.
Yeah.
Look at that. Good work. Look at it.
I know what it looks like.
Why is yours bigger than
I went to 10, you only went to 5.
So like something like that.
It looks like it's about to wrap around itself.
Okay, I see that.
It does look kind of trippy.
Okay. So based on the graph, let's determine if it's continuous.
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, you think it's no, but and you think it's yes.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay. So first we look for what?
Point.
Yeah.
If it's defined.
Is f of 0 defined? What is f of 0?
Like 1/2.
2.
2?
Yeah.
I'm
Like
slow. I didn't draw my
1,
graph.
1/2, something like that.
Well, if you plug